Oh, we're live. Good evening, Carol and John shoppers. It always sneaks up on me. Welcome to our Tuesday night live video with new product. I said it like that because I'd like to welcome a lot of new watchers. We've had a lot of people come in the shop and say, hey, I saw you guys on YouTube, or didn't know you guys did a Facebook Live video, and we super duper appreciate that. And I thought I'd give like a little primer about why I'm standing here talking at a piece of plastic and metal right now. First, I'd like to say thanks for being here. John Shear's here. Andrew's here. Kyle's behind the camera. We are your Tuesday night Carol and John's new product crew. We do a Tuesday night video every week to feature the new stuff that we're going to be selling starting tomorrow. So that's what we'll get to here in a minute. If you're tuning with us, you're tuning in with us for the first time, please feel free to claim things, new products, pretty much anything we're featuring off the video, off of Facebook Live. If you're watching on Facebook Live, leave a comment. If you got a file with us, and we'll hold it for you so you can come in and buy it. That's how this works. If you're watching on YouTube, unfortunately we can't take any requests over there, but we really appreciate your viewership, and we would love it if you stop in the shop, check out what we got, set up a subscription. We'll get you new books, old books if we can.
Send us an email.
Send us an email. info@cnjcomics.com. That's on our Facebook page or in the link on YouTube.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yes. On to new business. Right? Next Thursday, April 20th, we are going to do a Late Nite Comics in the shop like we normally do. We open from 8 to midnight. It's the third Thursday of the month. This one's exciting, not only because of the 40 new boxes of dollar books and the half-off back issues, but we are going to have Chad Bilyeu in from 8 to midnight doing a signing. He's got a great book. I have him back here. He's got two great books that he produces himself called The Re-Up and Chad in Amsterdam, all about his life and exploits. Awesomely self-produced. He's going to sign them. He's going to sell them. He's going to hang out here and chat. Right before that, tune in to the radio station 89.3. Chad's going to be on a soul theme station with his favorite soul music and being interviewed by one of our frequent customers, Joel Greenlee. So that's pretty cool. You can have a whole day of Chad.
Yep.
I think it's cool. I like Chad. Chad's awesome. After that, later, the beginning of May, the first Saturday in May, if you don't know already, which you should, Free Comic Book Day. Favorite day of the year. Everybody's favorite day of the year. May 6th. This year we've got a whole room full of vendors. You get to pick out 12 of the 46 free comic books we'll have available. The event space is like 150 feet that way. We'll have signs and stuff pointing down there. The store will be wide open. Plenty of art and color and excitement and an area for the kids to play. So we're super jacked about that like we are every year. And you might have gotten an email and had this revealed to you already, but this is our Free Comic Book Day poster this year. It is an homage to Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1, first appearance of the Sinister Six, but with a bit of Cleveland in there. You got Terminal Tower in the background, a little bit of Cleveland skyline. It's awesome. We don't have them yet. This is a proof. They should be in later this week, but we wanted to give you a little preview. If you stop in the shop once we get them, which I'm sure you will know because we'll put it on Facebook and email and all those fun things. If you stop in the shop after we get them, buy something, you get one free with a purchase. It's that easy. If you have a business that you would like to hang one up in, let us know, and we will get you one to do so because we want to get this out there. Jameson Campbell's the artist, and he will be here during Free Comic Book Day to do a signing with it. Right? Did that cover everything?
Yeah,
So.
you nailed it.
That's like I've done this once or twice. We only have one first appearance. Well, we have one book with first appearances this week, but there's 3 of them, and they're all Spider people. Marvel Voices Spider-Verse is the first appearance of Spider-Friend, a guy named Peter Park. It's kind of like a sitcom Spider-Man. The Recluse, or Recluse Spider, who was, interestingly and very kind of coolly, a fan-created or like fan art vote thing that Marvel did, and they created an actual comic character out of her. And then, an unnamed female Kraven from a different multiverse, from a different verse, whatever, right?
Yes.
Cool. First
Yep.
appearances, done deal. Let's start with image and move our way up. So I don't have to say it at the end of the video and bore everybody who's already tired. Front of the table is continually new dollar books. Some have been here for a minute, but we are adding them every day. So worth going through, bunch of new dollar books, a lot of excess. We like clearing stuff out, a little spring cleaning.
Yeah.
Right? So check those out, but new stuff. Let's start over here. Image collects A Town Called Terror, the miniseries from Steve Niles that came out last year. Then we've got the second volume of Nita Hayes' Nightmare Blog, which comes out of the story in Philadelphia, their other ongoing series. And then one more collected one. We'll jump up real quick. Vanish from Donny Cates. First 4 issues of Vanish. Awesome Ryan Stegman artwork. If you were into his Venom series, these two worked on Venom together. If you were into that series at all, you will like Vanish a lot. It's really like a bastardized Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It really is, in a great way. Also new from Image this week, we got issues of Nemesis Reloaded. This is on issue 4. 8 Billion Genies wraps up in the best way possible. Mm-hmm. Issue 8 of 8 is 8 centuries later, if you're following the series at all. And it's a wonderfully beautiful ending to the story, which was funny and kind of tongue-in-cheek the whole way. Still is, but heartfelt.
It's such a good final issue. I'm going to buy the hardcover. I've already got my name down for the hardcover when it comes out.
That was but that'll be cover A for your 8 Billion Genies, number 8, and this will be your cover B, or dinosaur cover, or
Parachute dinosaur
cover. They reprinted Phantom Road number 1 from Jeff Lemire this week. We also have more issue 2s coming in, which was new this week, but we don't have them. But if you'd like it, let us know. Issue 1 was awesome and delightfully mysterious.
Yeah.
Yes. A bit of a magical spine in the middle of the road. New number 1 from Image this week, The Giant Cactu. Cactu.
Yeah.
What did we decide on? Kokju?
Kokju.
They had to change the name a couple times, so we kind of debated it before we got on here. It's from Jerry Dugan, who's been writing comics as long as I've been reading comics, if not longer. It is a funny kaiju story. It's a funny kaiju story, which you don't see very often. It maybe takes the jokes too far.
It is over the top.
It is over the top.
Yes.
But it doesn't hide that fact at all from page 1.
Yep.
It is hiding it on the back.
Oh, it is hiding it on the back. It doesn't hide it in the book. Funny kaiju story, kind of plays out like a kaiju story where you got the monster and then the expert, like the only guy who knows about it. And this monster is wreaking havoc on San Francisco. Poor San Francisco and their giant monsters. But it's funny. I don't know where this guy comes into it, this mech.
Yeah, I
I
see that
imagine
pop up.
issue 2 or 3. But
Yeah. But yeah, if you're in for a kaiju story in any way, shape, or form, and you don't mind a little bit of joke, this is your book.
Mature themes.
Yeah, not for kids.
Somehow when you say mature, it feels like someone means it. Andrew's seen some stuff. So
Well, she is our resident horror expert.
video nasty expert.
Yep.
Monarch from Image on issue 3. Little Monsters from Jeff Lemire. 12, thank you. Spawn's on number 340. We inching towards that 666, huh, Spawn? We'll call this one your cover A, and we'll call this one your cover B, if you're requesting any. Two Graves is on issue number 6, and Dark Ride comes back on issue number 6 also, right? Five. Sorry about that. That's it for new Image stuff. We'll do collected Marvel. Let's do this guy first, just to get out of the way. Guardians of the Galaxy Epic Collection, Earth Shall Overcome. You got the classic Guardians in there with Robert Venditti writing.
Yep.
Right? Did I get that right?
I think so.
Nope,
No,
Steve Gerber. My bad.
That's right. Yeah.
Most recent Shang-Chi miniseries collected, Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, soon to be followed by Master of the Ten Rings. And then a current favorite of mine, Ghost Rider Volume 2 from the current ongoing by Benjamin Percy. This has the 2 team-up issues with Wolverine, and they're effing awesome.
Yep.
They're doing the most current issues of Nova, which is still a couple of years ago, but it's the younger Nova. They're collected in that graphic novel format for young adult readers at Marvel. Sam Alexander, thank you. And then New Mighty Marvel Masterworks. This is the 3rd volume of the Mighty Thor, so it's the Trial of the Gods. 2 reprints from Marvel this week. You got Cosmic Ghost Rider number 1 reprinted for that miniseries, and the miniseries for Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones with the first appearance of Doc Ock Gwen. Gwenock.
I think that was her name.
I think
That sounds like a Godzilla. On the non-superhero side of Marvel, we've got Predator number 2 from the current ongoing series with the new 20th Century Fox logo that's kind of making us all mad. We got cover B for that one and a 1 in 25 variant from Brown, right? It's Brown.
Yeah.
It is. I was looking at it for a long time. Star Wars Bounty Hunters is on number 33. Star Wars Dr. Aphra is on number 30. And we've got the Return of the Jedi anniversary variant there.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
It is a Hidden Empire tie-in, too. So if you're following that, you might want to pick this one.
Oh.
Yep.
Star Wars High Republic number 8 of that ongoing. And then new number 1, new one-shot for the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi. This one's all about Ewoks. I think there's 3 or 4 short stories about Ewoks in here. Also probably the creepiest cover of the week.
Yeah. Yep. It wins.
He's on some stuff. But I mean, as fun as it can get for Ewok stories.
He's probably eating like a stormtrooper or something like that. That's what did it.
That fire.
He's yubbing a stormtrooper right
Roasting
now.
him.
This one's Christy Zello on that variant, and then you've got a Peach Momoko cover that has the most soulless eyes I've ever seen on an Ewok. We put it in the glare on the video on purpose. Then we've got Moon Knight for the superhero stuff. They're on issue number 22, and the first of our many Alex Ross Timeless variants. This one, villain. These all villain themed. This one's Kingpin, obviously. Above that, we're on Miles Morales Spider-Man number 5, which we'll mention again when we get to the top of the table. But 5 in the current ongoing series.
End of the story arc.
Is it the end of a story arc?
It is the end of the story arc.
Good to know.
Yep.
Alex Ross Timeless variant featuring Electro, and then we got cover B with his sister and the most adorable Spider-Ham plushie on the table. Sins of Sinister tie-in this week is Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants number 3. That'll be your cover A. This will be your cover B with Odin on it. And 1 in 25 variant with a sultry storm.
There you go. That was by Swabby.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Carnage is on number 12, and their timeless variant this week is Hela. And then their 1 in 10 variant is a design cover, which looks pretty rad and creepy. Connecting cover time. Captain Marvel's on number 48. Next to it is X-Men on number 21. They're continuing their war with the Brood. And the covers connect. Woohoo. What doesn't connect is the variant cover for X-Men number 21, which is right there. Let's say X. We'll go X to X. X23 Deadly Genesis is on number 2 of 5. And then we got Bloodline Daughter of Blade on number 3 of 5. Mm-hmm. We got some funny Blade puns in there, too.
It was good. Yeah.
Fantastic Four is on number 6 by Ryan North. Still fantastic. Thank you. No, actually still a very good book. Mr. Fantastic takes some new shapes.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
He's doing weird stuff with his eyeballs.
Yeah.
We're good, though. We're
Yeah.
good, though. And the timeless variant for that one has Annihilus. Next to it, we've got... Do you remember the artist? You want to call it cover B?
Cover B.
All right, cover B, the helmet fantastic cover. Why could the Thing breathe?
His lungs are rocky.
Yeah, it's got a cold. And then we've got the 1 in 100 variant featuring Alex Ross's sketch of Annihilus in the timeless fashion.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer Ghostlight is on because we
I know, we're
want to
excited.
save a little bit, savor it up. Silver Surfer Ghostlight is on number 3 of 5 for that miniseries. But the thing we were holding on to, Guardians of the Galaxy number 1, which isn't even at the top of the table, which is kind of weird.
It will be.
It will be. It will be. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1 is absolutely my pick of the year so far. I think it's a hell of a book.
He was very excited.
He was.
And told us immediately read it.
I told Kyle I don't normally tell him what to do, like in a boss capacity.
Yep.
But he has to read this book first.
I did.
It is a true Western in Guardians of the Galaxy fashion. Like, core characters, they interact fantastically. They've taken on a couple different roles on the team. Drax is looking a little barbarian-y. Mantis does some odder stuff, but not out of character for her.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great beginning to an ongoing series written by an unknown writer. Who did we
We've
decide on?
never figured out what he's done before.
Matt Lansing, is that what it is? I can't remember. No, Colin Kelly and Jackson Lansing. You guys nailed it. Way to go. We ordered a bunch more Guardians of the Galaxy. Not to mention, Guardians of the Galaxy was very popular because of the release of the new movie on Free Comic Book Day.
And as the app said, so it's not giving anything away, there is a group fall, and it's amazing.
Groot, I would say Groot plays a very ominous role in this book.
Yes,
And I would
that
have
is
said
a
that
great way of saying it.
I can't wait to see where the Groot and Rocket angle goes from here.
Yes.
Really, truly pick up Guardians number 1. After a few stale years of Guardians books, this is it.
Yeah.
We got some variant covers for that one. Alex Ross's timeless variant is Doctor Doom, so that's kind of a given for Guardians number 1. And then we've got a cover.
Chu.
Oh, yeah, Derek Chu with Gamora, who kicks a lot of butt in this
She
movie
does.
also.
I was super pumped about it.
And then the ensemble cast on the 1 in 25 variant with that sweet Western angle again at the bottom, man. It's awesome.
That's a good cover.
It's so good. They're all good. It's all good. Get some Guardians. I just went to a Guardians game on Sunday, so now it's Guardians all day long. Captain America Cold War kicks off a crossover event between the two Captain America books with Cold War Alpha. That's this whole row. It is a culmination of both of their storylines, all their villains coming together. Bucky's being a jerk again. He is. He's teaming up. There's a lot of villain handshaking in here. Good culmination of Cap stories for the last probably 18 months. All those guys are acting as bad as they can. Alex Ross Timeless variant. You got Baron Zemo on there. Help me out.
It's the Marvel Icon variant.
Cool. Oh, duh. Well, you're reading it
reading
side up,
I
man.
was just reading it.
Acuna.
Yep.
And the Infinity Saga variant from the sweet moment in Civil War, which is great. And then 1 in 25 variant right there on the table, too. Only one of each of those. So if you like them, snag them. Let's do this one.
Alrighty.
One facsimile from Marvel this week. X-Men #1 from 1963. Can't beat it. Can't get more classic.
Right.
That's what it is. It's a reprint, start to finish, all the old ads, but it's only $3.99. Pretty
Nice.
great.
Look at the ad on the back.
Oh, that's old. Don't write the postcard in there.
Right.
You're not getting anything back. But then top of the Marvel table in big stacks, you got Marvel Voices Spider-Man. It is an anthology book, one shot. All the currently relevant Spider people have stories in here. Silk has a new series coming out. Miles Morales has 2 stories in here, one of which.
So the second Miles Morales story is him and Misty Knight, and it is a direct, it follows directly after the events in Miles Morales #5. So it's really actually sort of cool, especially if you've been reading Miles Morales. It's one to pick up. So yeah.
All right.
Oh, all the stories are solid in there, and I'm a killer. I'm a sucker for a Spider-Punk story.
Yeah, so that's what it's worth it for. Ish.
I didn't say it. You did.
How about this? I'll say it for the Miles Morales backup story.
I'll say it for the Spider-Punk.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we'll know.
And Andrew will say it for the first appearances. There's 3 reasons.
Yes.
Yep.
That's cover A. Cover B, we'll call the graffiti Spider-Punk cover.
Glang, I think. Giang.
Cool.
And then the In-Hyuk Lee variant and the Phil Jimenez Silk variant.
Worth mentioning for the In-Hyuk Lee variant, that's the 2 new characters' first appearances on a cover.
There we go.
True.
And that's the first appearance of Silk's haircut.
Oh, look out.
And we're on to DC.
Have you read Nightmare Country yet, Andrea?
I did.
And?
You have to get
It's
closer to
good.
the camera.
I'm coming around. It's the long way around. It follows the first Nightmare Country miniseries. So it's the Corinthian again. You can't see his creepy eyes.
With his
You
creepy
guys
eyes.
can't see it, but Kyle's making a scary.
I don't like them.
Here, how about this? His creepy eyes.
Nightmares for Kyle.
So it's got Ken, the character from Sandman, is in this. And there's some new characters. And Corinthian is looking for the Smiling Man. And he's in California.
Cali.
Nice. So yeah,
They're
the land of debauchery.
There's some debauchery.
So a bunch of people about to die in California.
Yeah. So we have the regular cover for that. We have cover B, which was the Rod Rice cover.
There's those IT.
And then we have the Amano variant
That's
right
a
there.
wraparound, too.
It
Yeah, it's
is.
a wraparound.
Dead Boy detectives on the back.
Oh, cool.
Oh, sweet.
Look at that.
Thessaly? I think that's Thessaly the Witch.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Word.
So yeah, 3 covers for that. Tom King's Danger Street is on issue number 5, I believe, and it is so good. Batman shows up in this, and legitimately.
We all thought you were joking.
I thought you were. I
I
definitely
know.
thought
I
you
had to
were
give
joking.
it a pause and go. Legitimately, he shows up in it, and it's great. He stares down Creeper. It's awesome.
Is it as
So,
great
yeah.
as the variant cover?
No. So here's the Tom King variant cover, which is his April Fool's cover, and it's fantastic.
I just realized it's
Police
Danger Street.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was not paying attention. I was looking
Yep.
at the stick bodies.
It's perfect. Lazarus Planet's Revenge of the Gods on number 3 of 4, I believe.
Get that guy a sandwich, right?
I know. Look at the emaciated Shazam.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was like
Oh.
Plastic Man or something.
Oh no, yeah. Superman Lost, still sort of harrowing. Like Superman's like been taken by a black hole and gone for years of his life.
Kyle's
So-
excitement has me hooked on that series.
I don't normally like Superman books, and this is awesome.
It's
I'm
a good
super
one.
into it.
Oh yeah, so that's great. Batman Incorporated #7, cameo of somebody.
It's a first cameo. We don't do cameos. We don't count
So,
them.
yeah. What was the guy's name?
Dusty
Oh, Dusty Bronco.
Yes,
Dusty
that's
Bronco.
I didn't want to say. I did. You guys got me.
I know. He's part of the Joker Incorporated. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Harley Quinn screws up the DCU issue 2. We've got the regular cover, and then we have cover B here with, of course, a giant dinosaur.
Starro's on cover, eh?
Old Batmite.
Yeah, and Starro makes a big appearance in this issue.
Nice.
Other issues, the replica, the facsimile, Vengeance of Bane, his first appearance. Get it here instead of paying $100 for it. You can get it for like $5.99 or $6.99. $6.99. So there's that. Wildcats on #6. Finally, a lot of action going on in this book. It's instead of people just sitting around talking, there's stuff happening. So if you've been waiting for that to happen, that's happening. And then you've got the Dan Hip 1-in-25 variant right there. Batman Detective Comics, the last part of Tamaki's run, the whole Riddler stories and that. Future State Gotham, Batman at War is Volume 2? Volume 3. Yep. Superman, Son of Kal-El, Volume 1 by Tom Taylor. It's a good book.
Paperback.
Good, solid book. Yeah. We had it in hardcover. Now we got it in trade paperback. Batman, The Adventures Continue, Season 3, Issue number 4. A lot of talking about that.
So many numbers.
Yes. We've got the Brian Bolland Man-Back variant, and then we have the cover B by, I want to say, Perkins. Yes, Mike Perkins. And then we have a 1-in-25 variant for that there.
That's
and then,
creepy.
oh, yeah.
I was pricing that one today, and it snuck up on me.
Yeah. Nice little Joker there, too. I like that. Top 10 Compendium, also from DC. Probably my favorite Alan Moore book. I would already own this if I didn't already own all the issues and all the hardcovers of it. But it's everything all in one book. Top 10 is the cops in a world where everyone has superpowers. So they're the ones who have to do everything, keep everything safe and all that stuff, and it's fantastic. Like, the exterminator will bring in like superpowered cats to fight the superpowered mice that are in the world. It's awesome.
If anybody wants to throw John Shear a bone this week, before the video, we like plan stuff out. Like, who wants to talk about what? And he's like, I'll talk about top 10 because I love it, but no one ever buys the big books that I like. but it's very worth buying. I'll back him up on that.
So yeah. And then we move on to IDW because Star Trek's on issue 6. But their other big #1 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Usagi Yojimbo doing their crossover at #1. It is set in the future of Usagi. So if you've been reading Usagi, you know there's future stories, past stories. This is set in the future. And he's met the Turtles before. Now he gets to meet them again. So issue 1, we've got the regular cover. We've got the blank variant. We have the Kevin Eastman variant. And then we have the 1-in-10 variant for that as well.
Can't go wrong with Eastman Turtles.
Yeah. From Ablaze, Belit and Valeria. If you were reading the Ablaze's Conan books, this is from Max Bemis, and he works in that universe with that story and with those characters from the Ablaze Cimmerian universe. And then next to that, we
I just
have...
picked it up because I don't know what it's about.
Yeah.
No, I remember. It's called Prometheus 1313. It's Andy Diggle wrote it, so he was coming off of Green Arrow for a long time, and it's like a creepy space sci-fi book. I don't know the premise. I'm sorry, but like I remember flipping through and going,
Sometimes that's good enough.
that makes me interested.
But next to that, Maniac of New York, Don't Call It a Comeback #2 is finally back after probably like a 3-month hiatus.
Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, but it's fantastic. It's like the true story is still coming true. It's great. I love it. 007 #1 for King and Country. He has been redacted. He's not a 00 anymore, and other 00s are after him, and that's why I'm picking this book up. So
00
This
now.
is the first 007 book you picked up in a while.
it is. It sounds cool, so I'm gonna get that. Frank Frazetta's Tales of Science Fantasy, issue 1. We've got a Frazetta cover with the creepy crucifixion
That's
cover on there.
a very provocative
Yeah.
cover.
Great British Bake Off from Dark Horse.
Bump off.
Great British. Great. Yes, thank you.
Sorry,
Great
I said
British
bake
Bump
off
Off.
every time I talk
Yep.
about it.
Murder at the Great British Bake Off, and it's great. It's by the guys who do Giant Days, and it incorporates minor characters from that, and all his other books. And John Allison is a fantastic writer. And if you actually like the Great British Bake Off show, you'll probably really enjoy this because it incorporates like Agatha Christie type mystery within there.
I was doing that mental math, like, why is Chad getting all the covers on this
Oh, yeah.
baking book?
Yep, there we go. So we've got the hip cover, and then we've got the bloody cake variant for that.
It is a great cover.
is.
Such a
Yeah.
good cover.
So, and then Clear is on issue 2. I've not read Clear #2 yet.
Next on my stack.
Same.
I read
Yeah.
it.
It's
Did
an
you?
awesome sci-fi murder
Oh,
mystery. It's
I can't
freaking
wait.
Great artwork written by Scott Snyder. Can't go wrong. We still have issue 1s too.
Yeah.
If you're interested at all, what we're saying, it's gonna be a 3-issue series. Staff favorite. Immediately.
Yep. Masters of the Universe, Masterverse is on issue 3. And then Shock Shop, we've got the trade of that. The horror book set in a comic book shop.
Yeah, anthology book.
Trade a flip book?
Well, let's find out.
Oh, I think you're right.
Snap. So it's an anthology book, all horror stories set in and around comic shops, and it's probably the best trade cover of the week. Close with that one. With that one and that one, both of them. The Grendel omnibuses are wrapping up on Dark Horse. This is volume 4, unless they continue with Grendel Tales. Who knows? But right now we're in the future of Grendel. Below that, from Boom Studios, Stuff of Nightmares, the R.L. Stine Not for Children horror story 4-part series, all collected here. A little bit of a Frankenstein story going on there, but a lot of creepy monster stuff. Then I would call it John Dudas' pick of the week. He ordered a lot extra. The Seasons Have Teeth from Boom is a series that was not on our radar until Boom told us about it at a roundtable when we were in Pittsburgh last month. It is a 4-issue series about each one of the seasons as if they were monsters. Mm-hmm. We don't know what the other seasons look like. This one's about spring. And it follows a guy who's a photographer who has a little bit of a tortured past, but he is very interested in the motivation of these seasons, kind of what they're about, just observing them in their habitat. But they literally are giant monsters that move through town or towns. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. It's not as much of a horror story as it sounds like, but it could easily be. I don't know what issue 2 is going to bring us, but it was a phenomenal first issue. Phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Anything you want to add? No. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
If you want a good miniseries that's going to stay good, this is your pick.
It has teeth.
It's got teeth. It's gonna have its teeth in you. I don't know these covers. Cover B, which is nope. Oh wait,
that's brighter.
Whoa. That's not cover B. We'll get to that in a second. Cover B, black and white, and the 1 in 10 variant for Seasons Have Teeth. Oh, and the camera's incorporated. That's very cool. This is Briar, number 4. This wraps up that miniseries for Boom. Just a virgin cover. Then below that, the last trade paperback of We Only Find Them When They're Dead from Boom and Al Ewing, which is awesome. Titan gives us the second Gun Honey miniseries. Most provocative cover of the week while we're assigning superlatives. Knights of the Dinner Table is on issue number 303. And then we've got a Tori Amos hardcover that I will happily hand over to John Chu.
So we got a variant cover of this in for a local comic shop day like months ago. And this is the regular cover, $40. It's filled with all sorts of cool writers and artists and stuff like that. And it takes every one of her songs from Little Earthquakes, and they get to do their own comic book take on that song within the book. So you've got like Kelly Sue DeConnick, Bill Sienkiewicz, all sorts of people like that working their magic within this book. It's beautiful. I got both because I'm a Tori Amos fan. It's probably one of my favorite albums of all time. So it's a beautiful book.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Seems like something we would order. one of. I'm just saying this.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Last week we had Sonic the Hedgehog 5th anniversary #1. So that's back. We're going to keep that on the table through Free Comic Book Day for those kiddos. Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries is on #7 of 12 of the current miniseries. Next to that, you got a new Jeff Brown book based in the Marvel Universe, the quirky exploits of Thor and his brother Loki, or Loki and his brother Thor, depending on who you're a fan of. They are wonderful. All of Jeff Brown's books are wonderful. Young adult book, Missing You. We've got new to us, Horizon Zero Dawn had a series of comic books and now graphic novels, so there's 2 volumes of that if you're into the new game or old game. And then this past week, at the bottom of the table, we were restocked on a bunch of manga. So there's a bunch of manga on the shelves, new to us stuff, newly restocked to us stuff. Chainsaw Man, Zelda, Death Note, Hunter x Hunter. There's more on the shelves, but if you're looking for some manga,
Spy X Family.
yeah, we were able to get some more of that back in. That is our new comic table.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, that we were all legitimately excited about. I'm just making sure I didn't forget anything Free Comic Book Day wise or anything. But no, that's it. That's our week. Thank you for joining us this Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow for your comic books.